First thing first, let's install it. You're going to edit, preferences, you allow online access to get the addon, and then you can search and press the install button. That should be it. You go to add-ons, and then if it is not enabled, you enable it right here. Then a new tab will open to the right side of the 3D view, right here. And this is the tab we're going to work with. So let's create a new project. Let's annihilate the default cube. Let's create a new UV sphere. UV sphere already has a UV map right here. So let's begin. Let's create a new node setup. Let's rename the material as well. That button does the renaming. You can see that the color map outputs white, a perfect white color, but it's not in your viewport. So let's change that. You go to the render tab, go to color management, view, change AGX to standard. That should be correct now. Rename to CM. This is going to be your color mask or color map. Change the color map to be non-clamped and non-color data, because we're going to use each channel separately. We're going to create a new channel, which is ORM, just ORM, not ORMS. Non-color data as well, and not use clamp. This is going to be like as well. Doesn't matter much. And we can already open the shader editor. Don't change this node. This is the add-ons node group. We are going to have a separated color. This is the red. Okay, so we are watching the red channel. I think we can begin with the layers. Let's create another layer. Let's create a red channel layer, a perfect red, so no blue. 100. And yeah, if it is not in linear, change to linear. We're going to use linear colors from now on. That's that. Let's rename to solid color 0. Let's add another one, green. This is the second color, and let's add the third color, blue. Forgot to rename. Double click to rename. Let's change the order, RGB. I like to put a group, so let's call it CM. Let's pull all the channels inside. Okay. You're going to change the channel type, the blend type, to add. You see that it disappeared. That happened. To fix it, you add a perfect black color mix type, just so it has a alpha channel inside the group. Now it works. Okay, you have your color map set up. To control the colors, you're going to add masks for each channel that tells the shader how much of the color in each surface is going to appear. So let's set up the shader to take a look at that. What you're going to add is a mix node, mix color node. The red channel goes to factor. The default color is black. The second color is whatever color you need. Let's go with purple for the red channel. For the green channel, you duplicate. Add to the factor as the output of the previous color, And now you change the color here as well. Let's go with yellow. Output that. Okay, so it works. Same thing for the blue. Okay, so it works. You can control the colors right here, or you can also add a color node here if you want. What I like to do is create another channel. Let's call it color 0 for the first color, color data, yes. And now it's going to appear here, so you can connect. And the color should be white. Yes, it is. Now you change. Same thing for this. Let's create another channel. Let me fast forward. Okay, so we should have the same thing. Let's add masks. Usually you leave the first color without, because, well, if you want the default color to be black, that's fine, but I usually use the shading for that. It makes a better transition between colors and black if you use the shading. Okay, so instead we're going to add in the green channel new masks. 2K is going to be black, and yeah, same thing for blue. Black, okay. And now only the red channel appears. You can check right here. And to make each color visible, let me make this color a little bit less and paint with the green. So select the object, go to texture paint. You have to select the mask. You click right here and you paint with white. Save it. Let's save. Let's see. So, okay, so let's make the eyebrows. I'll select the blue. There you go. If you want to erase, it is using black. Perfect. Okay, save it as well. Now you have the color mask. That is enough for exporting as a texture after you bake. But let's go with the ORM. For the ORM setup, we're going to use a principled BSDF to visualize the metallic and the roughness. There are better ways to make non-PBR shaders that work with roughness, but I'm lazy. Moving on. You get the ORM channel, you separate the color as well. You connect the green channel with the roughness, and the blue channel with the metallic. And to tell the ORM channel which color is green and blue, we create new layers. This is going to be ORM. This is going to be outside of the CM. And there's a better way actually. You select the CM and then copy and paste and duplicate the package images, rename ORM. You save a little bit of time. This way you already have this. In the case of ORM, in the case of duplicating this manner, you're gonna have to change to the ORM channel right here. They are all in mix. You need to change to add as well. Let's do name first. This one is the outline. Red is always the outline. This one is the roughness. And this is the metallic. There you go. Let's add the mask for this. Now it should appear correctly. The outline, usually you want to remove the outline, make it less pronounced. So white first. That should be it. Okay. you can see that it is no roughness, all metallic. So let's change that. As you can see, the yellow is not reflective, so let's remove it, create a new one, and yeah, perfect white for the roughness. For the metallic, instead of this, you want perfect black. Let's move on to the shading. For the shading, you use this to automate a little bit. Select the arm to set up the alpha channel for the arm and call it S. To control the S channel, you create a new solid color named shading S and move it to S right here. It needs to be black. Move it up. It is working. Okay, so you add a mask. You first invert it. Now it looks okay, and you add the image to control it. Yeah, a mask for the shading, and it needs to be white. Let's move it up. And now if you paint with black, it should work. It did. Okay. It did connect directly to alpha, which we don't need. That's why it is doing that. What we need is a multiply nodes from map. Type multiply by 2 and plug it into a new node that is a mix node again. It's going to the factor, no, not mix shader, sorry. Mix color, like so. The default color is black. You turn off the factor and plug it in here. The color is this. Now it is black. Perfect. Now you are painting with black. So, for example, if you need, erase this. If you need a detail like lips, usually the lips in Roughness 2 characters has a black outline. So you do this, paint with shaders, shading. How beautiful. Before I forget, there's something I should fix. If you noticed, the character is much brighter than before. The shading is supposed to have half 0.5 in its neutral state. Instead of pure white for the image mask, right here, you can check. You select S and then the mask you want to visualize, and it is pure white. We need to have as 0.5 linear RGB. Here it is. We need this white to be grayscale. Switch the colors. Now that should be correct, and we can disable the preview mode, and now it is the correct shading as before. So let me teach you how to add this shadow right here. What I'm doing in this specific case for the Badra, I'm adding a fake lighting first. Here you can control the direction, etc. Then I'm adding a curve modifier using this plus icon and adding curve. The curve controls a little bit of the highlights. I decrease them so they appear less bright. And then adding the image mask if I want to add the details after the curve, of course. And then the inversion is right here as well. Invert. And if you want, to have the curve. Only the fake lighting you can use this gear besides the mask. Add curve, or you can delete it as well, or add a ramp if you prefer. Increasing, and that's it. Let's move on to exporting. To export, you create a new bake target. I use the bake target as a way to rename the textures because I'm lazy. Let's name it CM. Let's change all the channels, should be the output from the CM and the respective channel. Let's add one for the ORMS and ORM and S. These RGB. As soon as we press bake targets, bake out channels, it is going to work. So let's do that. Let's bake for a 2K map. I'm gonna use my GPU. I'm gonna use the noise and increase the samples. In case you have ambient occlusion, samples matter. I only change this for the default, and let's bake it. Okay, so it is using the bake right now. You can check it right here. If you go to the image editor, you can see how they look. CM right here. ORM. The CM we choose to export. I forgot to. I didn't name it correctly. Let me change that. Forgot the T. Okay. Save. Let's save copies. Here's fine. And now you're gonna have the textures in your hard drive. Right here. As you can see, the alpha channel works. The color map is correct. I made a mistake with the ORM. Instead, the Ucupaint already knows that the alpha channel in ORM is the S, so you just put the alpha information right here. So ORM in all channels, and then just alpha. And that should be it. Let's rebake it. You can use this button. Okay. Let's double check. Let's open our exported map here. And yeah, the alpha channel is correctly applied. Nice. Save it. Don't forget to save the copies to your hard drive. Make our channels. Save a copy. And then you'll be output right here. So every time you need to change something, if you want to add a little bit of detail here, for example, let's disable the baking. And use the brush. We want to add the nose and rebake. Save copies. The texture is updated. Just right click in Unreal and then re-import. One last thing, if you want to duplicate this setup for other objects, all you need to do is this. You have a new object, and then put the old shader, and then click this gear besides the node name. Choose duplicate. I would select this to set the material name as well, and maybe do clothing as the name. Click OK, and there you go. You have a new material. you can now paint in these masks, for example. And yeah, thank you for watching.